Hello everyone, it is AMSatellite, and today I'm here with easily the best gameplay I have to offer so far on this channel. Now I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but as you can see, this is actually a very nice matchup. Once again, it's not the first time I share a video of me playing against the Darius, so it's nothing really new, but you know it's always nice. So why do I say this is the best gameplay so far on this channel? Easily, because I carry the heart, and I don't mean this time. I don't actually mean like carrying in that my presence in a team fight was special or anything like that. That's because that's always true with Garen, at least in my opinion. But by carrying, I mean I actually completely carried my team. Well, unless you count Zerath. We had a Zerath in our team, and he was doing fairly well, even though I still nailed it. And you guys are gonna see this. I played a very good game, played it very smart, and managed to put my focus on the right people in the right moments. I screwed up a few times, but I can tell you most of this video will be me dominating pretty much undespicably. Like anyone can, like probably no one will be able to find anything wrong in certain moments of the video. So. And the first thing you're gonna see here is that, you know, Darius deals lots of damage and he's putting stacks on me. So, you know, it's a rough start because this Darius was actually well, alright, I don't want to say it was that good because he wasn't really that good, but he was good because he had tanky masteries, which in my opinion help a Darius more than 80 masteries. Now I normally go with 80 masteries on Darius because, you know, if I want to play how can I put this? You know, if I want to play the tanky guy, I'd play Garen. There's no point for me to play Darius because he has lower mobility. I think Darius generally offers less possibilities than Garen in many ways. So you know, I usually, as you can see, grab me while I was spinning. I generally prefer Garen. So it's fairly obvious. I think it's pretty obvious. But this guy was a good Darius because a Darius with tanky masteries can take the damage a lot better, and usually, since his damage in the early game is very good, and to be fair, it's actually very good throughout the whole game, he does manage to sustain a little bit of my damage, which, you know, Garen's main advantage against the Darius is indeed to, you know, be able to sustain the damage. And alright, now as you can see, he did a good idea. The idea of flashing and using his Q was good, because that's how you do first blood on Darius, and I do it often, so I know what I'm talking about. I play Dunkmaster Darius a lot, and you guys can see because I have a video on my channel with me playing Dunkmaster Darius fairly well. So you know, I know how it works. All right, and it's okay to flash in to then Q and finish your opponent off. There's a problem though. You need to land the Q. Now it did land it, but it didn't land it with the blade, which is it's the most important thing, really. Like you can't use your Q and hit with the stick, because if you hit with the stick or whatever, the handle, whatever you want to call it, you're not gonna deal the amount of damage you need. Like Garen's Q is better than Darius' Q when Darius hits with his handle, while it's the opposite. Darius' Q being better than Garen's Q when he manages to hit with the blade. So if you don't hit with the blade, it's terrible. So it's just like that. Then I must be fair. This Darius actually was at a disadvantage against me anyway because I have Ignite and he has gotten Teleport. So he's much more of a team player, and that's good. Like, it's positive in general. This was a ranked game, by the way. I was in solo, so this is also my first ranked gameplay on this channel, and I'm guessing that's pretty nice. So yeah, I should have said that before, but well, who cares? So yeah, in ranked, it's better if you pick teleport usually, but in solo queue I never pick it up. And to be fair, on Garen I rarely do it, especially when I have Darius against me, because, well, if Darius picks Ignite, then it's bad. But if he doesn't pick it, he still has his passive, which can really change things, while Garen has no such passive. So if you want to out-damage Darius with Garen, you will need Ignite, because without it, it's almost impossible for you to win the 1v1s. So yeah, and by the way, for those of you who already watch my videos and have made me notice that I tend to not farm a lot, in this video I'm gonna farm more than anyone else in the game. both in my team and in the enemy team. So I'm trying to improve. It's been working quite well. So yeah. Um, so as you can see, I'm just trying to farm my lane right now. I'm not really going in for kills because Darius is still able to outtrade me, even though I have a lot of armor. He still is able to outtrade me. So I need to be careful. So yeah, let's get back to what I was talking about. And I forgot about what I was talking about. So I guess I'm gonna have to start over. Whatever. So in ranked, oh yeah, I got it back. So yeah, in ranked I usually pick Ignite because it's OP with Garen. To be fair, Garen's ultimate plus Ignite is just OP as a combo. So I think I rarely pick teleport, especially because when you're in solo queue and you're not, over Skype or Steam or anything TeamSpeak, if you don't have any real contact with your friends, with your teammates, and you may end up wasting teleport, which is terrible. Because if you waste teleport, you screw yourself because you may get killed. You screw your friends because you may give kills to their enemy laners, and you screw your tower because you may lose it. Because when I see my opponent teleports to another lane, what I would normally do is I either flash into him and use my silence to prevent him from being able to teleport, and this is actually a lot better than you may think. And the reason being that if an enemy tries to teleport, his teammates will engage blindly. Like they are like, oh well, our top laner is gonna teleport very soon, so I can just go ahead and engage. And if you stop his teleport, it's they will engage blindly and potentially get into a terrible situation. So in general, it's very, very good. So as you can see, this tanky Darius was actually is still able to outtrade me, even though I am managing to sustain the damage thanks to health pots and my tankiness, which is always appreciated and nice. So yeah, but I assure you guys, I'm sorry about the spoil. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but there's no way I can tell you. I will win this lane, and I will win the game. Like I'd probably put carry in the title somewhere. So I honestly, yeah, that's a kill. I will probably put the word carry in the title, so there's no point in me keeping the fact that I'll win the lane from you. It's probably obvious, because you can't really carry so hard if you don't win laning phase. You can, but it's not that easy, so I wouldn't even bother putting that in the title in that case. So yeah, and now I'm just wasting my siege minion over here. So yeah, I had an advantage in lane, and Darius had this teleport, which by the way, I didn't even see him use that well. He only used it to get back into lane faster, which is honestly the worst possible use you could make of it. Because any good top laner will not destroy the tower too early, because since he has teleport, you can pretty much usually, top laners pick teleport, you can usually manage to kind of hold the tower and get more kills, snowball harder. So as you can see, I've gotten 2 kills and 50 farm. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably gotten more farm than me at this stage. But 2 kills are worth 30 minions, so I have the advantage anyway. So we're quite tight, as I was writing in the video, but in the game. But you will see for yourselves. So yeah. So yeah, this new Bamis Cinder is a miracle from Riot. Like, it's great. It's free health. It's less health than a giant spell, but it's not that bad. Gives you health, and you deal magic damage over time. It's not as good as the Sunfire, as a full Sunfire, of course, but it's amazing to just have the magic damage for free all around, and like so early. Like, I hardly see myself building that before armor, because Garen benefits from armor thanks to his passive boost. So there's no real point into building health too early, but it's good, I mean, it's damage. Like, the real reason why I like it is it's the damage, because it might look like it's not that big of a deal, but as you can see right now, I deal 21 magic damage every second to my enemies, and that's amazing. It's not that great in laning phase so early because you just push it, but in general, to have free magic damage puts me into tie with Darius about damage, and that's why you guys can see now that I have the advantage. It seems more evident now because, of course, I have a passive that kind of mirrors Darius's passive in that it deals magic damage instead of dealing physical damage, and it just mixes up with my really good damage output. So you can kind of see that now you will see a bigger advantage, and you will. I think this is the time at which I get ganked, and with Garen, if your opponent deals magic damage like this Diana does, if I'm not mistaken, this Diana was mid. I'm not sure. I don't remember who was their jungler. Oh, it was Vi, alright. So, alright, Vi deals physical damage, and, I am building armor, so if Vi ganks me, it's a free kill. It's a free double kill. Or, at least, it's a free single kill, and then I survive. Because that's how it works with Garen. If you build damage, and your opponent builds the type of damage that you're winning against, both enemy laner and the enemy jungler, you have an advantage. There's nothing you can say about it. So as you can see, man, I'm completely out-damaging Darius. And the funny thing is that he only has the Mercury Shreds as his defensive item. He's gotten the Brutalizer. So he's practically, even though he doesn't really have the money to build actually, he's just building damage. Like, he builds damage and I build armor and I out-trade him hard. And as you can see, my middle lane is feeding, and by the way, gosh, it wasn't really middle lane because my middle lane was Sarah. Sorry, this Annie was feeding. How can I put this? In the lobby in Champion Select, I was like, please leave me the top lane. I assure you, I can carry you in case things go rough. It's not always true, so I shouldn't really write that, but I most of the times write it because people don't believe you usually, but at least if you say it, sometimes you have more possibilities of being able to deal with it. And as you can see, let me just interrupt my speaking here. Oh, that was a great flash. I managed to dodge her sword, and I don't think... Yeah, I survived. Yeah, I survived this because I have my shield mitigated a lot of the magic damage from his passive, and his dunk didn't manage to pull it off because I have built Bami's Cinder. And without Bami's Cinder, I would have been a corpse by now, but whatever. So yeah, now as you can see, now before I finish talking about that carrying thing, I just want you to see this, because this is proof of Garen not needing any damage. Like, as you can see, I land a basic attack first, then I proceed into using my decisive strike, spin, and kill him with my ultimate. So I completely out-damaged, by far, a Darius. It's not like I out-damaged Malphite. This was a freaking Darius, guys, with a Brutalizer. And I completely out-damaged him with low health. So you can kind of see that Garen, a well-built Garen, has the advantage. It's all about building right and engaging at the right moment. Like, I wouldn't have even bothered going so close to him if I didn't know I could kill him. But I knew it, so I just went ahead and, let him grab me. That's fairly simple. So yeah, now I'm gonna get some more damage because he's probably gonna build armor. I don't remember what he built right at this point, but I think he was building armor. Oh, he just teleported in the bottom lane. So by the way, what I was saying before, and this was a very nice shutdown by Serath. So what was happening in the Champion Select was that I was like, please let me go top, I can carry you. And Annie was like, I want to go top. This guy who's playing Annie was last pick, by the way, so I was in the middle of picks. So of course I would have gone top anyway, because I picked first, and unless you give me good reasons for going top, like I can't play any other roles, or I don't know, I just want to go top because I carry every time, I can probably believe you. But if you just tell me I want to go top, and then they say retard, why did you go top, stuff like that. That's what he said. So it was kind of aggressive. When you say that, when you behave like that, you won't get the top lane. You won't get my lane. I won't leave my lane to someone who just fucking insults me and demands to go on a lane. So that's how it works with me, and I don't give a crap if you don't agree on this. I am always correct with my teammates, and if they are not correct with me, I'm not bothered. So yeah. So this guy was like mad at me for the whole game. You're gonna see him comment and write very often that I throw the game and stuff like that, and it was quite annoying. But I wasn't mad at him because when you get fed, it's really hard to get mad at your friends. I really find it hard. So as you can see, I was gonna engage Israel, but unfortunately this happened. So our Xinzao did not write a single word, not one single. I swear, he completely was silent. but it was doing the job. Like, it always engaged Ezreal. It never engaged anyone else but Ezreal, and he always ulted whenever he saw his Ezreal's mates trying to save him. So it was very, very nice. I actually liked playing with him a lot. So yeah, as you can see here, this Vi barely escapes me, and I won't use my ultimate here because she wouldn't die. She's tanky, so it's a waste. But you will see she will die eventually. So I tried to save this Severe, and unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, I don't manage to do that. I just wanted to land that basic attack and finish her off before she could kill her, but it didn't happen, and I decided to ult Vi. So yeah, that was quite nice, a nice double kill. So yeah, this was weird because I wasn't that mad at Annie, but she could have at least tried to be positive because I was 6-0-2 by now, and I don't think there's much more to complain. It's obvious that leaving me the top lane was the right choice, but whatever. So yeah, as you guys saw, this was a pretty decent team fight down there. I wouldn't really call it a team fight because it was pretty random, in all honesty. We didn't really mean to engage, and I don't think the enemies really meant to engage either, so it's not really how it went, but I could call it we can call it a team fight anyway, because after all it was 4v4, I think it was. I'm not sure. Probably it was probably a 4v3 for us. Like, they were 3 and we were 4, so I'm not gonna negate that we may have had an advantage on this regard, but I don't care. I'm doing my job, and I'm glad I'm doing it well. So yeah, you guys can see this is the second time I upload a video of me beating, and I'm not saying winning the lane, I'm actually saying beating, because I beat Darius in lane. And as you can see, since I'm 6-0-2, so I might, as you can see, this Xin Zhao, he engaged Ezreal every time he could, and I loved him for that. I know sometimes he's suicided, but Xin Zhao gets a very tanky late game. So it was just great. I loved playing with him. He has managed to pull off some very, very nice engages, and I liked it a lot. So as you can see now, I'm just completely careless trying to deal damage to all these guys, and I shouldn't have really focused them. I should have focused Ezreal from the beginning, but whatever. As you can see, my health is low. Darius flashes in, but he gets stunned thanks to Annie. And now I have my ultimate, so as you can see, this will be good, because they tell me to back off here in a second. And I completely ignore them and proceed into killing Ezreal, because he doesn't have the kiting potential that he will get in the late game, and you're gonna see that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm doing my job quite well here. I completely beat Darius. By now I have already got more farm than him. I have gotten more farm than Darius, more farm than my AD carry, than the enemy AD carry. I am the most fed person in this game, and it seems evident to me, because whenever I am, people die and my teammates get saved. And as you can see, I'm proceeding into completely ignoring this Vi, even though she does deal quite a... It was more in the problem is that once you get Sunfire, you can pretty much never dive an enemy, because it will draw aggro from the enemy tower to you instantly, before you're actually prepared to deal with the fight. So yeah, it's not the best item for diving, but it's still very good as a first item. Now, as you can see, this enemy Leona was stupid, because she's built that weird Guardian Angel. Like, Guardian Angel is not the kind of item that I would buy at this stage of the game. Now, I can totally understand that she wanted to kind of probably get both armor and magic resist, but hell damn it, just buy 2 health items, like, you know, a Spectre Scowl and then a Warden's Mail, but don't buy Guardian Angel. Like, you're wasting your money. It doesn't give you the stats you need at this stage of the game, or at least that's what I think. Since I normally play tanks, I think I'm right, but it's whatever. I don't really think my opinion is the best in the world, but of course, I play tanks pretty much every time. I main Garen. I play both Darius and Jarvan 4th, and I easily play Renekton too. So yeah, I don't really care. And that Diana just flashed away from Xin Zhao because she knew he would have engaged her. And yep, I steal that kill very hard. Now this is a bad play, and I'm not joking. It's actually a terrible play, because what you saw here was the enemy Vi almost killed Severe, and I need to protect Severe. And as you can see here, this is great. they completely, they would have never expected me to manage to get there. And then I get a triple kill because I was backing off, and they were like, all right, well, he's backing off, he doesn't have health, let's proceed into killing the AD carry. As soon as I saw them turning around, I was like, oh god, no. I turned around and completely fucked them. Both of them. I actually got a lot of health, both from, you know, Xerath and Severe, so it wasn't really my triple kill. But, you know, turning around changed it, because without me, they probably would have died. Because both, well, Darius doesn't have a way to close gaps, but Leona and Vi do have that. So they would have been able to get the kills. And, you know, that would have changed a lot of things in the game. So I think this triple was really important. So now I am 100, over 150 farm. And I have 13 kills, and I still haven't died once. I will die, I think I will die 5 times in this video, maybe 6, I don't remember. Because, you know, Garen's late game is very hard, because he doesn't really deal the same amounts of damage he normally deals. And, well, this was very bad. They completely bang-ganged me. Like, you will see this is not done yet. It's Real pops out, and Leona too, so they were completely after my bounty. Which makes sense. It makes sense, it's right. I wasn't mad at this. But, you know, it was pretty sad. And Xerath, now this Xerath was not very smart. Like, it's not that clever of a thing to do. To just, you know, go so close. Just poke him and get out. Like, there's the whole enemy team there. So I don't really see why he came, but whatever. He just tried to help, so I can't be mad at him. Now what you're seeing here is me being unsure on what I should buy. So I was looking for something that gave me both armor and magic resist, but the only choices were a Guardian Angel and a ZZ Rod Portal, which by the way is a very nice item, but I just don't think it's the best item to buy at this stage of the game. So as you can see, they're getting more kills. So the enemy team is trying to pulling it off. They're really trying. They're trying to stay together, and as you can see, I think I'm gonna die a couple of times now. I'm not sure if I get kills now. So they're trying to pull it off. They're trying to bring this back, but I have half the kills of my team are mine, and so, you know, wherever I am, we win the fight. So by now I'm totally carrying this, and you guys can see that clearly. I am carrying this on my own because there's nobody else as fed as me. My teammates are all doing their best, and they will do what I say. They will follow my orders in different occasions, which is important, because, you know, it's the whole point of carrying. It's not all about doing things. It is also very, she flashes away just like that. It's also really important that you give orders to your teammates and that you direct them towards the win. So I did this. As you can see, I'm almost level 15. We're talking about 2 or 3 levels over every person in the game. And, you know, I'm still pulling it off. I didn't really want to ignore that pink, but since it was a good chance to engage, so I decided to do it. And as you can see, I stopped Vi from being able to you know, use her Q to escape. Now what you're gonna see here is a terrible situation. The reason why I failed, and I'm not joking, is because I ignited the wrong person. I wanted to ignite Vi, she would have died, but I mistakenly ignited Darius, which was just stupid. So as you can see, this Annie was like, why solo now? She's just, this guy with Annie was just mad at me for no reason at all, and he kept trying to put me down or something, and I was not mad, but I was annoyed, because, like, man, I'm carrying you. You should be thankful, not being annoying. So what the hell is wrong with you? But whatever, I can't really blame everybody in my team. I can tell you I'm carrying, but I can't blame my teammates because they were trying their best. And even Annie, she was complaining, but she was trying her best, and it's a matter of fact. So as you can see, Darius is teleporting top, and I decided to go there, even though mid lane I would have probably picked up a second triple kill, but, you know, I can't really leave my tower to Darius. Plus Darius has gotten crippling strike, so he can easily destroy that. And this is just farming orgasm. Like, gosh. I've gotten probably 20 minutes from that wave in a second, and it was just great. So yeah, Darius gone missing. He probably, I think we never reach him, and you know, that's just pretty sad because we wanted to kill him. But as you can see now, I am able to split push very easily because to kill me, they need a whole team, or at least 3 people. because well, I won't. It's not like if they come in 2 people, I kill both of them. Well, in 2 people, I probably would do that in in a situation like the one you're seeing in the video. So let's just correct this. If they come with 3 people, that's better. If they come with 3 people, they probably can kill me. Or I manage to escape, but I can't kill all 3 of them. I can probably maybe kill 1 or 2 and then manage to escape. If they come in 4 people, they may be able to stop me from escaping. If they come with the whole team, I die. And don't tell me that I'm actually enlarging Garen's capabilities, because you're seeing it here. They needed 4 people and I still managed to pick up a kill in that situation. So there's nothing much more to say. Now, as you can see, Xin Zhao got killed again. And it was still, you know, because Xin Zhao is trying to engage at Zreal, and you don't know how good that is. So of course I can't really blame him. And as you can see, this bitch is crazy. Like, she has almost no mana, but she chases me so hard. Now let's just I don't remember what happens here, but I think that Ezreal was really a great kiter. I'm not gonna lie, he was a very, very good kiter. He managed to kite a lot of us, even me. You'll see me not die, but miss him because he kites me. And, you know, it's terrible when it happens. Now, I know I'm leaving my top lane so easily, but I get the feeling that there might be somebody to kill here. I'm not 100% sure why I came here, but I've gotten my level 16. So I am tanky, got a huge amount of damage. My ultimate deals so much damage, pretty much any tank would die to it at this stage. And my passive basically makes me Dr. Mundo forever. So this is a bad situation for the enemy team. I'm not kidding. It's not all about me getting the kills, because I will get the kills. It's also about me, you know, being able to put pressure everywhere. Like, they weren't able to kill me. As you can see, they engage, they fight, but I just shield myself. And you're gonna see here a very nice thing. Turning around right there to, you know, get Leona. And, you know, I didn't want to waste my Ignite because, you know, Leona had a Guardian Angel. I get rid of I, but I don't manage to get rid of Diana, I think it's her name, in time to save him. But yeah, I get a double kill very quickly and easy, and that's the second triple kill in this game. It's kind of a steal, really. But, you know, those 2 kills over there were really deserved. I felt guilty for not being able to save Xerath. And I really am, because I care about saving my teammates, because I think silence is a great tool to do that. But I didn't manage to do it because I did it too late. So, you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes things just happen this way. And as you can see, I got a turret aggro for hours and I survived it miraculously. But yeah, my passive just puts me out of the danger zone very quickly, which is great, great, great. With this health over here, I can probably kill Rengar in a 1v1. So yeah, that's pretty good. As you can see, I'm handling this very well. I'm sorry about sounding repetitive, but this game lasts quite a long amount of time, so there's not much I can tell you. Like, it's evident that I'm carrying and that my itemization is fairly standard. Now, don't bother me telling me that Maul Malmortius is not good on Garen, because he is good. Why? I'm gonna tell you right now, because you have what you have is and as you can see, this was just so bad. Yep, completely failed this. I get grabbed back in, and I don't think I survive. Yeah, I die. That was really dumb. But Maul Malmortius gives you the shield, magic resist, which gets boosted by your passive. But most importantly, what it really gives you is the attack damage. Because once you get the Black Cleaver, you get armor penetration and also armor reduction. So you completely shred your opponent's armor. If you get more base attack damage after that, you're good to go until maybe 40 minutes in. We're 30 minutes in. I am ahead, so it's of course obvious that I have more damage than my opponents. But you can see I will deal consistent damage all the way to the end of the video, and that's not usual for Garen, because Garen tends to lose his damage. You know, in the late game, many people hate Garen because they say he's only useful to win the laning phase, but then terribly becomes useless in the late game because he is tanky, sure, but he doesn't have an engage, or well, he doesn't have a real engage, and you know, he ends up not being able to deal the damage that he dealt during early to mid game. While if you build correctly, that you know, that's how it goes. I managed to pull it off. I freaking solved the Garen problem. The famous Garen problem, which would be the damage. Now, this series was following me for reasons that I still can't really understand, like, at all. Sure, he helps me push, but it wasn't really necessary. I mean, maybe he thought I was gonna go get an enemy, but, you know, pushing and farming is really important at this stage of the game. Took me a long time to realize it. But, well, thankfully, that's one good thing. They engaged him, and that was very nice for me, because it gave me the chance to fight. And as you can see, that's a 2v1, both trying to deal the damage, but I kind of completely screwed both of them. So that was a, like you saw, my health bar didn't even decrease at all. And then I kill another one. So I get two of them in a 3v1, and then during a 2v1 I completely ignore the damage and keep fighting. Like, people would have escaped in that situation. I know they would, because that's what people do with Garen. They don't know the potential. But I do. I would have you never escape in a situation like that. I'm level 17, guys. I'm almost level 18, and I'm almost full build. So what else? What else do we want to talk about? What the hell do you want to talk about next? I'm almost full build, and we are 32 minutes in. It's not that fast, but if you compare my build with my opponent's build, I am ahead. I am ahead by far. Now you may have noticed that I have sold my Ninja Tabi to get a Mercury Threads. Now, I know this may sound weird, but unless the enemy team has gotten a Vayne or Tryndamere or Aatrox, it's not really useful for you to keep Ninja Tabi. Like, the enemy AD carry it's real, so he doesn't really basic attack a whole lot. He does basic attack a lot, but not as much as Vayne or who, I don't know, Tryndamere or, those guys who basic attack only practically. Those are the guys you want Ninja Tabi against, and the Thornmail. But in this game, there was really no need for neither of these, because Darius is he's not really an AD caster, but I've always considered him to be an AD caster because his burst is amazing. Diana's AP based. She does basic attack a bit, but her attack damage is not that great, and I still don't know how that Severe managed to pick up the kill. She probably kited her very hard, but whatever, it was good. So yeah, I'm gonna get this tower very quickly, and yeah, in general, it was no point for me to keep the Ninja Tabi. It would have been just better, and it will be better to get an Omen, a Randuin's Omen. Especially because Darius deals true damage, so you need the health. It's much better than Thornmail, because Darius does deal a lot of physical damage, but ignores a very good portion of damage. So now why was I that stupid here? I don't know why, but I shouldn't really have bothered with that Leona at all. I don't have an idea why I even bothered ulting her and wasting my Ignite on her, but I did. Sometimes, that's where I still need to improve. My plays are not that bad. Very often they're good, but I just, sometimes I just screw it up. Thankfully, I have 228 farm. It's not that great of amount of farm, but if you compare it with anybody else, like if you compare my number of farm with anybody else's farm, I'm still ahead. So it's okay, I guess. 19-4-6. It's a decent score. Very few assists because, as I said, I'm not that good of a team player, but with Garen, you help your team by just putting yourself inside of the crowd and getting focused. Now, what I love about this is about Garen is that if you get fed, your opponents will be forced to focus you, and that's good for you because you're a tank. You want them to focus you. Meanwhile, your friends can deal the damage. And as you can see on the kill counter, we're 38-34. We don't have that great of an advantage. Like, we don't. But we're still we're still winning. Why is it so? Because 19 kills of those 38 kills are mine. That's why. I'm telling you. That's the reason why. So, it's fairly simple to see, there's nothing much to explain here. It's evident that we have an advantage, but it doesn't look like that anyway, because it doesn't look like that in the scores because they have fairly much the same amount of kills, roughly. I don't know about their farm, but they don't have bad amount of kills. They have 35, we have 40. That's not that great. Now by this time my Severe and Xerath all got pretty fed, so you know I'm not the only one who's dominating. We are pretty much all dominating, so it's pretty good. But you guys can't negate that the whole mid game was carried by me. I had the whole team on my back for the whole mid game. Because Annie fed, the bot lane was their bot lane, had an advantage, and it's real, he's fed, he's still is fed. Darius does not really need that much farm or kills to be dangerous because he, you know, he has armor penetration and he deals lots of damage, so it's pretty good. And also, as you can see, yeah, I'm just leaving them on their own, and they're managing to pull off things. Unfortunately, this freaking Darius was managing, because as I said, Darius does not need that big of an amount of farm, but and I wasted my flash. So as you can see, my plays still need practice, but whatever. And I wanted to save Annie, but I never managed to. I still have to kind of work better on my saving skills, but I think I did fairly well this game, so maybe he'll just leave it like that. So yeah. 20 kills, 4 deaths, 7 assists, that's pretty good. But as I was saying, the enemy team now has a disadvantage. We have an inhibitor, our team got fed thanks to me, and you know, that's good. I think I carried mid game fairly hard, because I managed to pull off a tower destruction quickly, which was good, and lucky for me, I was in the right position very often, and that's good, guys. That was really good. I like this game. Not only because we won it, not only because I got fed, I carried it. I liked it because we have managed to, we managed to get a big advantage thanks to my thanks to me interfering in different situations, which is the whole point of carrying, you know, being pretty much everywhere. Now, I don't exactly remember if I steal a Baron in this game, but I think I do. I think you guys are gonna see another amazing steal, Baron steal, similar to the one that was in the previous game with Darius. So maybe maybe Darius's presence in the game gives me the huge possibility to steal Barons, but whatever. I wanted to kill Israel. I have completely ignored my team, and as you can see, this was a bad mistake. Why was it? Because Ezreal has gotten very big kiting potential, and you can kind of see that I think I will not manage to get him. Yeah, I'll just leave him go because he's able to kite me forever, thanks to, and this Diana's just crazy because you don't engage Garen ever. So yeah, she dies, of course, thanks to my whatever. She dies, of course, thanks to my nothing, thanks to my Xerath. And this Ezreal somehow managed to stay in, and he was very brave. But lucky for us, Xerath, as you can see, had a lot of kills. So yeah, you see now we got it. We got it. We practically got it. We have an inhibitor down. The whole enemy team is incapable of doing anything, because even if Ezreal manages to kill a few of my teammates, there's me. He's never gonna be able to kill me. He doesn't have the damage. No one has the damage to kill me in a 1v1, and they don't focus me. They have stopped focusing me because they've realized that I'm a tank. So, in the mid game, they focus me mostly, and that's a mistake. Even if Garen is fed, you never focus Garen, because Garen is capable of punishing you, because he deals the damage. But meanwhile, his teammates do the same. So you never ever focus Garen ever. Like, it's stupid. It doesn't give you anything. No perks, no help, no boosts. It just doesn't, and it's a matter of fact. So as you can see, Annie was in a bad situation. This Darius didn't even have to ult, and he was, look, did you see that Q? He missed the blade for nothing. He could have just Q'd first, get the movement speed buff thanks to his 3-force, and then proceeding over with the basic attacks. But no, he preferred using his Q first, with no reason at all. So yeah, as you can see, these guys are gonna get a surprise, but Severe's made them spot her, which is not good in my opinion. It's better if you don't let them know that you're here, and I won't waste my ultimate on Darius. And he did ult me because I had he used his ultimate. I'm not sure if we get through this. I'm not sure. I will leave this severe to death because, of course, coming in would have been just useless. But yeah, that wasn't really that great. We didn't even manage to kill Darius. But the good point, and I'm not joking here, is that he doesn't have his Guardian Angel anymore, and that's just too good of a thing. Just too good of a thing, as a matter of fact. Now, I think I'm gonna die here, but my ultimate, no, nothing at all. So yeah, that was actually quite bad. So this guy wanted to surrender. This guy who wanted to surrender, I think it was, yeah, it was Xerath for some reason. He was fed and he wanted to surrender. But if we go together now, I can't really carry anymore. Like, I am unable to win the game on my own anymore because the enemy team managed to pull it off. They're 46-44. So you can see the enemies weren't bad. It's not like they fed us to death. Like, oh, they got themselves killed by us 20-30 times in the game. It wasn't really that. It wasn't really like that. So, you know, it wasn't like that. Just it was not how it worked. But they managed to pull it off. You know, they managed to pull it off. They did well. I think this is a good gameplay because I've managed to, you know, get my team to work better in a situation that was quite a little hard. Now, as you can see, this looks like we lost, but I was convinced that we wouldn't lose. I buy the elixir very quickly and then I pop out. We have lost both our turrets. If this is not a bad situation, then I don't know what it is. I really don't. This is a terrible situation because we completely lack any defenses on our Nexus tower. Not on our Nexus. Now, the enemy team could have backdoored us very easily, even though the only real damage dealer was Ezreal, and you know he's very squishy, so it's not always the best plan to, you know, And for some reason I didn't use my Randuin Zoman in this clip, so yeah, you can always see that I never do perfectly, but well. You know, the only damage dealer was Ezreal, and he's not that great of a... He can backdoor easily thanks to his teleport, but he's very squishy, and it's easy to get to him, so... I don't really think they could have done it, but I'm spoiling you this too. They will not try, and I think it's a big mistake. Now, as you can see, I'm going to crazily dive this turret. Reason being that it's good to get another inhibitor, and my teammates completely ignored me in that case. But since our wave was pushing, there was no real point into me tanking it. It was good that we picked up Darius, and as you can see, they're pulling this off. If Ezreal dies, we get it. We get it practically done. He unfortunately has a... So as you can see, this is practically Garen versus Ezreal, because he was really the most fed enemy, and he was actually very dangerous. Now, as you can see, I tried saving that Annie, and we managed to do it. Unfortunately, Leona's really tanky, and yeah, finally, our Xin Zhao manages to get that Ezreal and take him down, and I finally kill Ezreal. Now that Ezreal has finally been shut down, we're able to push a lot more and a lot easier. Now, what you're gonna see here is a very close call, but we don't manage to finish it. And what's gonna happen is, of course, the freaking Annie will tell us, nice throw, like completely surrendering over the idea of you know, having a potential for winning the game. And I cannot stand when people do that. We totally had the advantage, even without our Nexus turrets. We don't manage to pull, of course, to get the enemy Nexus. But it's not done yet. I think this is the game in which I steal the Baron. Yeah, now remember, you guys are gonna like this. I am the only one alive in my team as of right now, and the enemies are pushing. We didn't manage to, as you can see, Xerath was like, we didn't manage to, why did you not win the game? And you know, me and Severe trying to explain him that the reason why we didn't manage to was because we didn't have the possibility to do so. But now me and Xin Zhao are alive. Sorry for calling him Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao is just too complicated to say, so you know, I'm just joking on him and calling him Xin Zhao, as Video Game Donkey calls him. And you guys know who he is. He's the best. He's just too funny, so I love him. So yeah. I'm buying another time the elixir. So as you can see here, I am thinking about getting the elixir of the one who gives tenacity, but then I changed my mind And the reason why I changed my mind was because I already have tenacity, and I even sold my Ninja Tabi to get it, so it was no point into me getting more because it doesn't stack. So yeah. So as you can see here, we find out that they're trying to do Baron, or well, no, that's not the case. Maybe I'm actually confusing this game with another one. But I remember there being a Vi. She's really overplayed in ranked, so I would kind of believe it. That I get confused, and I fail here. Why do I fail? Now you may be wondering why I failed. The reason why I failed was that I what can I say? What did I want to say? Oh yeah, I wasted my ultimate in against that X-Real while I was under the effect of the freaking Helldamn exhaust, which reduces my damage. But so yeah, Annie writes it's lost GG. They managed to pull off the inhibitor, but they are low on health. So we managed to defend it harshly. We tried to do our best, and we pulled them out of the base. And this makes them go Baron, because of course they're like, okay, we can't win the game, but we'll get super minions to do it. So they just go ahead and get the Baron and try to get the Baron. What you guys are gonna see here is amazing. It's lucky, of course. I did get some luck, but I saw that Vi was on low health, so I was like, oh my god, she has the smite. I can do this. The only CC Garen has is silence. She actually missed the smite, but we managed to pick up the Baron. If I didn't go in to pick up to land the silence, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But since I managed to do it, I got Baron. And that's just as nice as it seems. Now with the super minions pushing and my whole team pushing, and they have wasted a lot of time in trying to get the Baron. The enemy team tried to get the Baron. They wasted a long time. So they ended up kind of leaving their base alone for our minions to take, and that's just the end. It's just the end, guys. We finished the game. So yeah, 26, 5, 12, 259 minions. And I may not have, I don't know what people, sometimes my friends just tell me that carrying isn't what I mean. In this case, I believe I actually carried, because without me the team wouldn't have been able to win it, I think, because they were feeding the bot lane. We didn't have an advantage until very late, and I think it was because of me. But well, it's whatever. I don't really care about their opinion. I know this was a great game and it was worth showing on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was just to prove that even with my build, Garen deals more damage than anybody else and takes more damage than anybody else. So you guys can kind of see that Garen can carry. See you next time, guys. Bye.